Hey guys, Ashley here, also known as the Asian Lady Fan. I am back today with a brand new video. And I know I made a video earlier, but I feel like I gotta make another one. Now you guys know I'm making my cover videos, so please be patient for those. I might make those tomorrow because tonight wrestling comes on, so I can't really make videos tonight. So just look for those tomorrow. After I get done get done writing, I might upload both the videos back to back. So just be patient. But anyway, today I'm going to rank the Gossip Girl seasons. Now, I know I've already did a ranking of this before, and that was like, I think 2 years ago. That was in 2020. I'm 20 now. I think in 2020 I was 17 or 16, whatever. And honestly, I've grown up then. I've rewatched Gossip Girl as many times I can fucking count on my fingers. And honestly, I definitely think the way that I ranked the seasons before, it has drastically changed now. I definitely feel a different way about the seasons now than I did before. Like, in my last video, I put season 5 in a higher ranking, and oh god, child, you're about to listen to this. Okay, so today this is gonna be the real ranking of Gossip Girl, and I encourage other YouTubers who watch Gossip Girl to please tell me your own personal ranking of Gossip Girl. I don't see enough people doing rankings about Gossip Girl, and this show is very popular. I kind of hate the fact that there's no One Tree Hill rankings besides mine on YouTube, and there's like a lot of One Tree Hill channels on YouTube. So please, One Tree Hill fans, HOT fans, the VD fans. I don't see enough people talking about ranking these shows. So please, YouTubers who talk about Vampire Diaries, One Tree Hill, and Gossip Girl, rank the seasons. I want to know who agrees with me and who doesn't. And I personally just want to see other people ranking. I think it's just fun. So today we're going to be ranking the 6 seasons for Gossip Girl, from worst to best. Okay, let's get to it. Coming in at number 6 as the worst season for Gossip Girl is season 5 with no question. Season 5 is the worst season, and I'm gonna tell you how bad it is. It's so bad to the fact that I skipped it. On my rewatch for the show, I didn't even watch the season because I just remembered how bad it was back when I was really younger. I got into Gossip Girl really young, like around 6th grade. I got into Gossip Girl, and when I started like watching the show, ordering the DVDs from the library, I just remembered how bad season 5 was. And then I remember, like, when I said I ranked it higher, I guess there was a part of me that was like, okay, it's not that bad. But then going back and looking at the episodes on HBO, I can't even get through a episode. This season is so long, it's so empty, it's so bland, and overall it's just so boring. Nothing is happening in the season besides Chuck and Blair. It's just, this really became a Chuck and Blair show, and I really feel like writers were struggling to give everybody else a real unique storyline. Like, I just feel like Chuck and Blair had the only real thing going on. Putting Dan and Blair together was one of the worst decisions I've ever seen on TV. And honestly, I just couldn't with that season. It was just so hard to watch. It's so forgettable. I can't even tell you 5 storylines that happened in that season 5. If it don't consist Chuck and Blair, then you can forget it. And I don't even remember the season finale. Like, it's just, the season was just so lifeless. And this is the worst season for Gossip Girl. So we're running on that too long, but y'all get it. Season 5 was the worst season. Coming in at number 5 is season 3. Now, my opinion for season 3 really has not changed since I was younger. I definitely think season 3 was really a disappointment. Very underwhelming season compared to the first two. I definitely think, on some extent, season 3 should have been a little bit better than seasons 1 and 2. They really, really missed the ball with the whole college thing. I don't know what it is about the college stuff in TV shows, but they really make this shit really boring. Like, they just make it seem like college. I've always heard stuff about how college is like the fun time, but it's like, really? Because to me, it seems really boring. And I don't know, like, I don't know. I just feel like we didn't really see. I would have had loved to see a little bit more with them in college, like maybe with them actually doing work. All they did was walk down the hallways and drink coffee. Didn't really see any of them really contribute to any college classes. Like, I don't know. Season 3 was just really, really disappointing. It's like they ruined everyone's character development from season 1 and 2. They ruined Jenny. They dragged Jenny through the mud this season. Her becoming a drug dealer. Her. I definitely feel like they didn't really give enough substance to her queen storyline. I definitely would have loved to see more of Jenny being the queen. I definitely feel like we didn't see enough of that, and I would have loved to see a little bit more of that. I was so over Rufus trying to control her life. Um, it's just so this season was just so disappointing. Like to this point, they ruined Jenny to the point it's just like wow. No wonder why Taylor Momsen left because they kind of just dragged her character through the motherfucking mud. They ruined Chuck and Blair by having Chuck pimp Blair out to the hotel. And if you really hear about how that storyline was handled, it's kind of dumb how it was written. But that was stupid. Serena didn't do shit in this season besides play victim and blame everybody else why she couldn't get in college. Dan was really not the same character. Vanessa's still here. I don't know why. Nate is still here. I don't know why. The whole storyline with Rufus and Lily's kid was like completely lifeless. Honestly, I feel like things did get a little bit more interesting towards like the second half once Serena's dad came. It got a little bit more interesting. Like I was like really interested in the episodes, but in the first half, honey, I was like half asleep. That first half was so boring to watch. Like I said, I think this is when it really started becoming the Chuck and Blair show, and they were really struggling giving other characters storylines. Seasons one and season three, Chuck Blair and Jenny carried that season, and you know what, I love their storylines. I absolutely loved everything that Jenny did in season 3. I just don't agree with some of them. I just don't agree how it was handled, but I did love her storylines. I just don't agree how it was handled. Um, season 3 was just disappointing, and I definitely think fans. I don't know if a lot of fans feel this way about the show, like the original casual fans, but I definitely feel like every time I watch season 3, I just feel disappointed. Like I feel like someone just shitted all over the show. So, and when you have a show like The Secret Life of American Teenager doing a better job than a show like Gossip Girl, then the writers really done fucked up. I definitely feel like they were just writing things. They were just going with things along as episodes went, and I don't know. I just didn't like it. So we're gonna move on to the next season. Coming in at number 4 is season 6. I definitely don't think season 6 is as bad as people try to make it seem. I definitely feel like the only reason why this season is bad is because of the season finale. I definitely think in the terms of consistency, they did it way better in this season than they did in season 5. We had the stuff with Chuck and his dad, the stuff with Chuck and Blair, the stuff with Dan and Serena, and it was just so consistent in this season. And I think that was the only thing that really mattered. I definitely feel like the episodes didn't feel dragged out. It didn't feel boring. I definitely feel like the writers really just kept a level head on what's important and what's not. And I definitely feel like them shortening down the last season was the best idea because I definitely feel like the seasons were getting a little bit way too long with lifeless ass episodes. Season 5 had like 25 episodes in it, and it was such a dull last season. Um, but yeah, I want to say I at first I didn't appreciate season 6. I hated it for the longest time. I always avoided season 6, but now that I have rewatched it, I think not for the first like now that I have rewatched it. Now that I am older, I'm 20 now. Because like I said, I first got into Gossip Girl like I was like in 7th grade, so I was really young rewatching the show over and over again. But now that I am 20, I definitely have a very more higher respect for season 6 than I did before. And I definitely feel like it's a way better season than season 3, and it's a way better season than season 5. So, um, coming in number 3 is season 4. I really like season 4. I definitely think in terms of story, I definitely think season 4 was way better than season 3. I definitely think in terms of interest, it was way better than season 3. It was very messy. Now, I think what season 3 did right is where season 4 went wrong, and season 3 the first half was really boring, but that second half was phenomenal. Season 4, that first half was amazing, but that second half was atrocious. as soon as they started introducing Ivy and the prince and that black character, Evelyn, I think that's her name, or I don't even know her name. I think her name, I can't remember her name. It just got really atrocious to me. That whole thing with Ivy trying to steal Serena's personality, and then like I actually have no idea what that was about, and then Blair and that Prince guy becoming engaged as knowing each other for like one day was just really atrocious to me as a fan. I just feel like the writers really just kind of rushed the second half, and it should have been handled just a little bit better. I know, and then them hinting that Blair and Nate, not Blair, Blair and Dan might be a thing just really made my stomach twist and turn into knots, not good knots, bad knots. And I honestly just think that season 4, the second half, was just not handled correctly, in my opinion. So, but I do rank it higher than season 5, and I do rank it higher than season 3 because, and you know what, I should rank it, I do rank it higher than season 6 because I do feel like this is when the show was really at its peak. This is where I feel like the writing was still strong, and like they just felt like they had a level head. They still like their bodies were still underneath the water, but like they were still able to breathe. I think when season 5 came, that's when the writers were like drowning. Like they just couldn't breathe no more. They were drowning. I do think season 6 saved it a little bit, but then that finale just ruined it. It killed the body. It killed everything underneath the water. So, period. Coming in at number 2 is season 1. Do I even have to say why season 1 is number 2? Do I? Do I? Season 1 was amazing. That's all I really have to say. Season 1 is one of the best character induction seasons I've ever seen. One of the best. I think the best season 1 is One Tree Hill. No TV show is gonna top One Tree Hill's first season, or top One Tree Hill period as a show. Come on, no show is better than One Tree Hill. No show out here is gonna be as good, as amazing as One Tree Hill was. So, but anyway, season 1 was really good for Gossip Girl. I absolutely not loved every character. I couldn't stand Nate, and I hated Vanessa with a passion. But I did like the character introductions. I definitely feel like the writers had the right motivation in introducing these characters and showing us their rich personalities. It was handled very well. And coming in as number 1 is season 2. Season 2 still to this day is my favorite season for Gossip Girl. I loved every part of season 2. I do think it did get a little bit bland when that whole, is his name Garrett or Gariel? That guy that Serena was dating, that whole, oh, give me the money back, he stole the money. I think those episodes were like kind of like, what? But anyway, season 2 was a really good season. I enjoyed everything. Even now, Rufus and Lily's storyline with them having a kid that went nowhere in season 3. I did enjoy that. But anyway, that is my ranking for Gossip Girl. I'm currently watching One Tree Hill right now, so if my opinions of the show changes, I'll let you guys know, and I probably will be ranked the show anyway. But as for right now, this is the proper ranking for Gossip Girl, and thanks for listening and supporting my channel as always.